Welcome back, everyone, to the next episode of Major Money. And as always, on Friday, we are doing our special Flex Friday edition of Major Money, to where we build out our Flex Friday play. Today, my Flex Friday is $5. I know it's starting to be a little bit different for some people. Sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 5, or whatever it is for you. But if you're not familiar, it is basically a free play. If you lose, you get all your money back in promo funds. If you win, you get all that cold, hard cash that you can use for all other plays that you want to do. So there is no risk, basically a free play. It's my favorite thing on PrizePicks. I look forward to every Friday to build out my Flex Friday. We're just going to continue taking advantage of it. We have Tuesdays on PrizePicks where you get discounts. We have Fridays where you get special plays. PrizePicks is always offering things. And as y'all know, when y'all join PrizePicks, use the code 5. It's now at the bottom of your screen. You get $50 instantly when you create a $5 lineup. You see it in the middle too. That's 5. Use the code 5 when I tweet out my picks. As always, you will get the link there. Just click that link and you don't even have to type it in. If you are a new user, you get $50 in promo funds instantly when you use that $5 lineup. Perfect time to do it. You get a risk-free play as well as getting then a free $50. So this is a perfect time to do it. Also, what makes it a perfect time to do it, there is a pretty big football game coming up if you do not know, the Super Bowl. And even if you're not a football fan, you know literally nothing about football, but you're a gambler, you know, free squares, Patrick Mahomes at 1 passing yard, free square. We need to take advantage of that. Anytime we get a free square, we want to use it and maximize that. So you can use that. You need to use that. And perfect time to sign up. You get Flex Friday, then roll that right into the Super Bowl. You still have about a week before the Super Bowl, a week and a couple days. So you have plenty of time to find good props there. So continue taking advantage of all the special things PrizePicks offer. And one last time, that's the code 5, F-I-V-E, when you do that new member offer. We're going to jump into it. I am going to do 6 picks today. Y'all know I typically don't do goblins or anything, but since my Flex Friday today is only $5, probably because I've been stealing a lot of money from PrizePicks. Honestly, not going to lie, off stream, on stream, I'm like cursed on this thing. So the whole joke of me having a show was everyone was going to fade me. I started winning some money, and now it's turning back. But we're going to flip it back around. We're going to flip the script again. I'm going to pick my 6 pick lineup, 4 standard ones, 2 goblins, and this is what we're doing. We're going to start out with the standard ones first. I like several in this game there's a lot of big players and a lot of guys that are a lot of fun to play. And this is all entertainment purposes only. You know, I'm not promising any wins here, but I pick what I have fun playing. I'm going Wemby and Damian Lillard over 6.5 threes. Look, the attempts aren't anything I'm worried about. Both of these guys shoot a bunch of threes. Both of these guys could hit 5 or 6 by themselves. Now, I expect this to be a semi-close game. I don't expect this to be a huge blowout where both teams are sitting. But the Spurs recently, even in the games that they've been losing by big sums, Wemby's still playing a lot. He's still getting a lot of shots. The dude's generational. Then you have Damian Lillard, one of the best three-point shooters of all time. With that, I like this square. Like I said, both of them are going to get the attempts, and I'm betting that they shoot the clip at what they're able to do. So one needs to hit 4, one needs to hit 3, or shoot, I won't be mad if Dame or Wemby hits all 7. I don't care how it hits. I think it's going to hit. I've told y'all all along, I've started finding combos a lot of fun to play. And so I had to find me a combo if I'm picking 6 today. So I'm going Wemby and Dame over 6.5 threes. Now, I do have a second one in this game that I'm playing. It is going to be one of my goblins. And because I wanted to add, just some good, quote unquote, no such thing prize picks, but a safe play. And it's going to be one of the more popular plays. Giannis over 10.5 rebounds. It's crazy that it's Goblins 10.5, but I think in this game, and really in any game, Giannis is rebounding at an excellent rate. Milwaukee needs him to be that rebounder. I think he can not take advantage of Wemby, but I mean, if they ever get matched up, Wemby's very long and has a lot of length. Giannis is just overpowering, and I think he can steal a lot of rebounds that way. So I'm not worried about that matchup or really anyone else on the Spurs stopping Giannis from getting his. I think he's going to do that. I wanted to play a Goblin or two just to mix it up. And I like this Giannis over 10.5 rebounds here. Now, my next pick is going to be one of my favorite players in the NBA, not on the Heat. And I haven't played him a lot recently because I haven't trusted his picks as much, but I'm going Cade Cunningham. Now, I rode his rebounds for the longest time. It was like no one was catching on that his rebounding prop was incredible. It's not been as good recently, so I've kind of stayed away. This time, I'm actually going his points. 27 points. He is playing Dallas. He's been a scoring machine. He's first-time All-Star and well-deserved. This man is super underrated. I love Cade Cunningham. So I'm very happy that he is finally getting the recognition. You can see 32, 29, 35, 22, 32. This man averaging 30 in his last 5. Detroit needs someone to score, and it's been Cade Cunningham. Ever since Ivy went out with the injury, he's required to do a little bit more, and he has stepped up there. So I am thrilled with how Cade Cunningham is playing. Always loved him. Great player. A lot of fun to watch. I'm taking him to go over one of his props yet again, this time 27 points, though. Now, I do have a second pick in this game, and it is on the Dallas side. I think is another, and I'm going his 10 rebounds over. Ever since Lively, got hurt that first time, Gafford has been really good. And I think against Detroit, I think it's a good matchup for him. I think there's going to be a lot of rebounding opportunities, and I talk about this all the time in my personal opinion. When I think there's a lot of shots to be had in a game, I call them rebounding opportunities. I think Gafford's going to clean these up. I'm not too worried about, Jalen Durant stealing his rebounds too much. I think they're both going to be able to get theirs. Gafford has been playing excellent ball as of late. It has only hit 3 of the last 5, but I expect this to be a really tight game. That would be my prediction for this game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people realize, with Cade kind of dragging the Pistons, keeping them up. And just Dallas, I think, will ultimately find a way to win at the end. But I'm taking Gafford over 10 rebounds. Another really good prop, and it's played a lot, is this points, rebounds, assist. I think this is a solid number 2. But I think one that's been really underrated, and I almost played, is honestly just his points, rebounds. Like, it's hit 2 of the last 5, pushed the other 2. It's just taking the assist out of the equation for Gafford. I don't think that's going to be continuously providing much value. If I can find his assist prop, 1.5 as a Goblin. You see he's at 2, 2, 3. So even as a Goblin, like, it's hit every time, but you're just barely hitting it. In a game against Detroit, I think it's just very interesting, to say the least. I don't trust his assist numbers being enough. So like his points, rebounds, assists, 28.5. His points, rebounds, 26. So basically, you have to get 2.5 assists, so 3 assists to make this more valuable than just his points, rebounds. If we even look at that, if you look at it that way, it's hit the past 2 times, but then not hit at the others. And are you really going to want to bet Gafford to get 3 assists when his main thing to do is get rebounds? No. So I'm going this. I trust him to get 10 rebounds in this matchup. even though I know a lot of last five betters, and sometimes I do that too. You just ride the hot hand. But I like this 10 against Detroit right here. Now, I'm throwing in another guy here who, some people will say was an all-star snub. This guy is on one right now. And that just he is phenomenal year. I don't think really anyone expected it. Are we back? I think we lost connection there, but I think we might be back. Let's check. Um, let's check here. I think we're back. Awesome. All right. So what I was talking about was Norman Powell. I don't know if y'all missed anything, but we'll just restart at Norman Powell. I'm going his points. He said it all the last five. Charlotte, terrible defensive team. Norman Powell is going to be able to get his 21 and a half. I mean, this man, strong case for an all-star, to be honest, but the West is just absolutely stacked. His efficiency has been much better. He's been on a mission after some people said, Clippers weren't going to be good enough. You can't, Paul George is leaving. They're not going to be able to do anything. They've been pretty good. His teammate James Harden obviously leading the way right there with an all-star appearance. But Norman Powell, I'm going him this game to do what he's been doing all year long, and that's score 21 and a half points. He has been phenomenal, and we're going to ride that for our fifth prop. Now, in guaranteed thing in sports betting is the sign-up offers as well as the free squares. The closest thing to that is, Kevin Durant. Like, this man is insane. I said I had two goblins. This is the second. Kevin Durant to score 20 points. I'm taking that every single time. It feels like free. Not gonna lie to you, it's not free, but it feels like it. And I'm just gonna take him to score 20 points. I don't even think it's arguable. He is the best scorer in NBA history, and what I mean by that is there's no one in NBA history that has the arsenal he does. Kevin Durant 20 points, it's crazy. Chris, yeah, I feel like it's going to hit every single time. I've already played it several times, off stream, and it's easy money sniper, right? He's called easy money sniper for a reason, and the man just doesn't miss. No one, like I said, has the arsenal in NBA history that he has to score on any spot of the floor. I love this prop. I love it so much. So 20 points. It is a goblin, so you're not getting as good value. But this is my Flex Friday play. I'm going Wemby and Dame, 6.5 threes. Giannis, 10.5 rebounds for a goblin. Cade, over 27 points. Gafford, over 10 rebounds. Norman Powell, 21.5 points. KD, the best square in the whole thing, and it's goblin for a reason. 19.5 points against Golden State. I don't care. They could win by 50, and Kevin Durant's going to score 20 points. He's just going to find a way. He might do that in the first quarter. But the payout, 10x, 1.25, 0.4. Basically, I want to hit all of these. Like I said, my Flex Friday today is $5, so $5 to win 50. We're just having a little bit of fun. Hopefully build the bankroll in here. So we're looking to hit all 6 of these as always, but sometimes you get a good, flex play that even if you hit 5, if you have some demons, you can still get 4 or 5x. And then depending on what demons you have, and if they're all demons, even just hitting 4 will give you a decent little payout. That is not the case today with our two goblins. But remember, when you sign up to use PrizePicks, play the code 5. And when you sign up, use that, you get $50 instantly with your $5 lineup. We have the Super Bowl coming up, so our Patrick Mahomes free square, 5 Reasons Sports, and me on Major Money will be bringing special Super Bowl episodes all next week to lead up to the biggest sporting singular game of the year, any sport. Super Bowl is the biggest one. Let's steal some money from PrizePicks tonight. Let's enjoy our weekend, and let's have some fun. Y'all let me know if y'all are going to tail. Y'all let me know if the big wins y'all get. Find me at major_passins. Let's have some fun tonight. Let me know. We will see y'all at least, at minimum, on Sunday.